Hi YouTube. It's been a while since I have uploaded anything in this channel. So from today onwards I'm starting a new series where I do a live recording of me coding a website from scratch and deploying it to my server. In this series I'll try to explain briefly the code and commands that I use. If you feel stuck at any point, please feel free to leave a comment below so that I can explain those steps in future videos. I'll be using Django3 as the backend and Angularjs as the frontend. The first step is to create a virtual env. Make sure you pass the Python 3 flag to the command, as Django has dropped support for Python 2.7 and still most of the distros ship with Python 2.7 as default. So I'm on Pop OS 20.10 and the command is virtualenv-p python 3 and the name of the van. I'm going to name it as happy van. So then now that we have a virtual env, let's activate that first. So the command is source happy van bin activate. You can see on the right side that there is an indication that virtual env is activated. Normally you can see it on the left side if you have not tweaked your terminal like me. Now we can install Django. The version of the Django at the time of recording is 3.1.2. So if you are following this tutorial, then make sure you have the same version. Now we need to create a new project. So Django admin, start project, happy hacks. That's the name of the project that I'm going to give. The start project command will create all the necessary files for us. Now let's run the development server and check if everything works fine. Everything is working fine and as expected. So we can move on to create an app to implement our logic. So for that we can issue the command python manage.py start app and any name you wish. I'm using web app, and let's look at the files here. So there are a lot of files that have been created for us. So let's look at the different files there. URLs. This is the default URL file, and you can see there's only one URL when we create this. That's for the admin panel. We'll get to that later. So there is this views.py inside web app. This is the most important file for the time being. So let's quickly go to the Bulma's website and download the CSS for the Bulma. Bulma is a CSS framework like Bootstrap. It has no JavaScript dependency, so that's the USP of that. So let's first create a home page for our project. We have to create that inside the web app views.py. I'm using generic views here, so I'm naming it as home and using the list view from uh, Django views generic. So let's import that first from Django.views.generic. Import list view. Now we can pass a template and name to this class, template name, and I'm using home.html here. So let's create that file because it's not present there, so we have to create that file inside the web app directory, and we could create a templates folder there, and all the templates reside in this folder. So home.html, and before that we need to create a layout file because I'm using a common layout for the whole application, and every other template is going to be inheriting that base layout. So it's kind of like a template based inheritance that is built into the Django's templating system. So we can create a common folder for the templates, and then we can create a layout.html file. So now we have that layout.html file, and then let's extend that layout.html file inside this home.html. Now let's go to the Bulma's website, bulma.io, and grab some starter template code. Here I am removing the CDN code so that we can replace it with the local version. So I'm using the static tag here, static, and give the location of the local file there. So I'll be using an assets folder. No, sorry, CSS folder there. So for this to work, we need to import the static tag at the top. So load static. So I have also added the path for the home view that we have created earlier, so that when we load the site, instead of the default page, the home page will be loaded. So this is the syntax there. Let's reload the page, and there is an error. Template does not exist. So let's fix that. So you have to add the common template directory into the settings py file. Then only it will recognize that common template folder. So let's do that. Now let's reload the page again, and yeah, it works. So it's working there. And let's add the blocks here. So these blocks can be used to insert content from the child templates. So I'm using 3 blocks here. So block body for the main content, and also I'll be using a CSS block there to add individual CSS files for each child template. Also a scripts block so that I could add JavaScript files also. Now let's go to that home.html file and put some content there. And I'm planning to use a hero component from the Bulma website, and also I'll be changing the title here, Happy Hanks, so that we can know that something has changed. And here's the home.html file, and I'll be overriding the body block there. So the syntax is same, the parent and the child use the same syntax, and whatever we write inside this block will be inserted into the layout file and rendered as a single unit. So I'll be using the hero component there. So it's inside somewhere here. So there it is. And that's all for now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to Pywarriors for more content like this. Follow us on Twitter The link is in the description, and also find more about us at pywarriors.com. And let's see if that worked in the next video. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.